Hello everyone, it's me, Mix2the and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So sit back and enjoy. Okay guys, who is ready to hunt some dinosaurs? Welcome in Dodongo's Cavern. Our quest is to exterminate the Dodongos in the area so that the Gorons can get their food back. At least that's what Darunia told us to do. If we succeed, that's a different question, but we should have good chances. In any case, yeah. We need to open this wall here first, and we do that by picking up this bomb flower, which you can pick up now due to our very cool Goron's bracelet. And that pretty much opens the dungeon for us, Dodongo's Cavern. Looks pretty cool, the opening hall here. I'm just looking at it right now. Look at this, Electric Adjusted Skeleton, nice. Uh-oh. Okay, this is the dungeon where we want to equip this, and the Alien Shield, because that shield does not burn, because it's made of iron. The downside with the Hylian Shield, though, is that a young Link cannot really carry it. He can just go turtle mode and do this, which looks pretty funny, but is horribly ineffective. At least, like, for most cases. Also, by the way, we still have this. We have the duped bottle over our Deku Nuts, which is funny. That's something I never realized. I thought... Like, I did do that by using Ocarina items. I never thought, or I never knew that it would replace Deku Nuts. Because it works with sticks, and it also works with bombs, I thought it would work with Deku Nuts as well, so, but apparently not. Luckily, that's not a huge issue. Once we pick up some new Deku Nuts, this will revert back to normal, so don't worry. One thing though, which I just noticed when I was starting the episode, if I, like, leave the area and go into the menu now... Okay, now it's normal for whatever reason. Now it's normal. Okay, maybe it depends on where the cursor is? Interesting. I had, like, last episode we could see those graphical bugs, and I had some very weird and stranger ones there. Like with this, but apparently now it's fixed. Huh, okay, interesting. Weird, but okay. But yeah, anyways, Dodongo's Cavern, let's get going. Uh-oh, it's kind of hot here. Because lava pits, uh-oh, what should we do? Maybe not step into the lava pits. That would be an idea. But yeah, Dodongo's Cavern, much more open compared to Deku Tree, with much more stuff to do. I actually really like this dungeon. This dungeon is also especially much more fun when you go here as Adult Link, which is possible in randomizers and stuff. Because Adult Link just absolutely like trivializes the entire affair here. And makes movement around here pretty cool. There's also some fancy stuff you can do with bomb shoes, where you like unleash the bomb shoes in the right location and they activate the eyes, which is always pretty impressive. Gossip Stone. Don't really care about that Gossip Stone. That sounded weird for a second. Oh yeah, I also need to return here later, sure. Because I need the Scarecrow here. I messed up. No, wait a second. I don't mess up. I need to wait for... Did you not... Could you please not just... Come closer. What does Navi say to those guys? Baby Dodongo. That's too far, right? Maybe that's close enough? Nice, thank you. Like, they explode when they die, so use that to... activate the, or to bomb the wall there without having bombs right now. That way we can get the Skulltular already, which is the sole purpose of this room. And move on. I like the sound that they make when they attack you. Come on. Bleh, bleh. I love the sound of those guys. Dude, he's going up here, wow. Okay, goodbye. Yeah, we need to get one of the armors that you see on top of the switch. And this is the dungeon that introduces non-permanent switches. Because when we stand here and move off, then it gets deactivated again. And Deku Tree did have some timing switches, but none that need to be permanently pushed. That's interesting. Oh, wait a second. Oh, this will take some time. Oh, this will really take some time. You can jump. You can do that. Okay, wait a second. We're gonna get the Skulltula I was just mentioning. And we need this armor statue for that. And we want to push that statue all the way over where the Skulltula is, which takes a huge amount of time. Even in the randomizer where it's already faster than like normally. So yeah, happy pushing. But it is actually possible to jump onto the statue and then reach the Skulltula that way. I just hope that's nothing only adult can do, but young Link too. It doesn't take too long. I think Link pushes and pulls in the armor statues faster than he does with normal blocks. At least that's a plus for us right now. I actually do like that it does feel as if like those things you push and pull do have some weight to them. That's pretty nice. But in all honesty, from a gameplay perspective, from a raw gameplay perspective, that's to say the least, that's not very engaging. Where do we need to do? Over there. I think young Link might not be able to reach it, so all of this was for naught. He's too tiny. One thing I would also like to mention that will become apparent once we turn Adult Link, but Adult Link is so much bigger compared to Child Link here. Like, he really grows in the meantime. Like, I think he might even become like, he at least becomes 2 times as big as Child Link, Adult Link. I think he might even become, oh no. He might even like get, I don't know, 3 times as big or so? I think 3 times as Fierce DT. I think Fierce DT is 3 times as tall as normal young Link. And then, like adult is like 2-3 times or so. Oh, nice, thank you. Oh, okay. But yeah, normally you are supposed to get the Scarecrow here. Or to summon the Scarecrow here. And took onto the Scarecrow as adult. Which is something we can only do much later. But with the Amos statue here lending us a hand, we can reach it right now. It's about to fight our first mini-boss, right? I think we are about to fight the Dinofolds. No, not Dinofolds, Exofolds. It's the Exofolds in this game. And look at those two. Those guys are also a very common and pretty much a very big Zelda staple. Those two also appear in a lot of other Zelda games. Twilight Princess has like that pair of Exile and Lizard Folds. Skyward Sword has that pair, even as a mini-boss in the second dungeon. Which also gives you bombs, by the way, which is interesting. Like, everything is just Ocarina of Time copycat. Every 3D Zelda. Which is partly true, actually. But then at the same time, I think that's not the right way to put it. Nice dodge. Okay. You want to get it? I see. Goodbye. Yeah, fighting those guys is not particularly hard. What's also not hard is to get this heart here. A super hidden item for whatever reason, no one knows why, but here it is. I think if we go there during the mini-boss fight, the exiled foes cannot reach you. I think exile foes is not even a term in English. I think it's just lizard foes and dino foes, and exile foes is like the German equivalent to lizard foes, which would make sense because exile. Okay, let's bump this wall before we engage with the Dodongos here. To be honest, for this place being called Dodongo's Cavern, there are surely not many Dodongos here. What are you trying to sell me, deco sticks? No way. Yikes. There's nothing here. That's one of those unimportant rooms I recall. Yeah. Let me try something with the Dodongos here. I think you can actually feed them, right? Or maybe not. Ah, come on, I'm fairly certain that's like also one of those weird things no one ever does. Might also be a different Zelda game where that's true. Might actually be Majora's Mask where they do that. I'm fairly certain in one Zelda game you can actually like normally feed them. I think that might actually be Majora's Mask then. No, there we go, nice. Look at this. Haha. That might be something you have never seen. Cool. But yeah, the normal thing still holds true. Dodongo dislikes smoke, so let's just do that. It's actually kind of faster than normally feeding them. I'm actually not sure what you need to do in order to feed them. That seems a little bit wonky, but okay. You actually need to be very close to them, I see, okay. Cool stuff. That's also something I didn't know for the longest time, that you could do that. Although it makes perfect sense, because you also fight King Dodongo like that. Does Navi give you a hint for that? Let's see. Watch out for its fiery breath. Use set targeting techniques, okay? Not a hint at all. Yeah, could probably also feed this guy, but let's fight him normally. Normal jump slash just enough, okay. Totally unimportant to kill those guys with bombs. But it is cool. I'm also fairly certain those are the only Dodongos we will encounter here. Save for the boss. But hey, it's Dodongo's Cavern, right? And we have mini Dodongos at least. At least we got mini Dodongos. Would be nice if I could finally obtain some Deku Nuts, because that should fix my inventory. I still have the bottle. Still have a bottle there. That's pretty funny. I wonder what the graphic glitches caused. It's gone now, for whatever reason. Okay, we did all of this to activate this switch here, which opens the door over there, and we can now go through that door, because the bars are no longer blocking our path. But before we do so, we want to do some more stuff here. Like this one. There's a Deku merchant here. I think this guy just sells us a Deku shield if we wanted one. I would much rather take a smoothie from him, but that's way in the future. Maybe my echoes will hear him in the future or so. Yeah, better references are bad. Here's a funny thing we can do. And we are not doing that immediately, just bomb the wall first. And then we do shenanigans here with the staircase. Okay, gracefully ignore that armor statue there. Get the compass instead. Oh yeah, I cannot attack you like this. But my Deco Stick will do. The Deco Sticks, by the way, are very powerful for Child Link. They are actually the strongest method of attacking for Child Link. They are equally strong compared to the Master Sword. That's the funny thing. Like, the Master Deco Stick is a thing indeed. Yeah, here we want to make everything detonate at the same time, and then we lower this staircase. And Link is totally at awe. Not even seeing this, just hearing the sound. Ah, one more. I always do too many backflips, so yeah. I hit it, okay, thank you. And that one pot always has 20 rupees, by the way. By the way, you do not need to defeat the Skull Vendula. I think they are Skull Voltula or so called. Yeah, Skull Voltula. Be careful not to touch it. You don't need to dispatch of them in order to climb vines. You can also just occasionally like take a break and they can never attack you. Because they only react to you once you like move and they look at you. For example, right now the spider does not see me. I can climb however I want, but once I'm inside, they start to get aggressive. If I move too much, they come closer and will start charging at me. Like that. But if I just keep doing breaks, they will never hit me. Okay, you are fake. You are not. Oh, this is weird, you cannot climb here. Let's do it like this. Funny, okay. We do not need to defeat the enemies there. They do not yield anything at all. We just want to move straight past all the enemies here. Flop, goodbye. Here's also a nice trick you can do as adult Link. You can just jump over there and hold on to that. But young Link is too small, once again. You never know what will be around the corner in these narrowed paths. With set targeting to always look at the proper direction. Yeah. This is a useful technique, isn't it? Once again, we just take the damage like a man. Get this heart because this is kind of secret. And then we pick up this treasure chest over here. The other one we will get later. Okay, I think I just need to time it. Okay, I just... No, that doesn't work. Too bad. Timing with bomb flowers is awkward. Oh, that didn't quite work. I wanted to jump and race the explosion that way. Let's just do it kind of normally then. The thing is, bomb flowers have much longer duration before they detonate compared to normal bombs. So it's kind of unusual for me to use them for like throwing like that. Let's go through those rooms no one ever goes through in randomizers. Here are some baby Dodongos, sure. So we found 3 instances of Dodongo so far. Come on. Don't be shy. Those are Lizalfos. Right, yeah, okay. Navi and her Z targeting techniques all the time. That looked weird, okay. One thing I always liked about those guys here is how they apparently have like a very sophisticated like attacking pattern. At least it looks like it. They are fairly simple to fight, of course, but at least it looks like as if they have like some like more refined hunting strategies compared to like other encounters you see here, which makes them like more fitting to be like mini bosses. Like they do attack in packs of 2. They of course have swordsmanship. And they also have like some kind of code of honor, apparently so, because they never fight you 2 versus 1. They also delicately use those platforms, which is interesting. There's just something like cool about that. I'm actually not sure, but I think we need to go for another round here. Oh yeah, we need to... Yeah, wait a second. That chest there is the bomb bag. Oh, we get bombs, guys. Hype, hype, hype. There's a lot we can do with bombs. A lot. And I mean a lot. You found a bomb bag. This bomb holding bag is made from a Dodongo stomach. You found 20 bombs inside. Nice, how convenient. Okay, bombs are super nice. Basically, explosives in Ocarina of Time are super, super good. They allow you to do so much shenanigans. It's brilliant. I think those are just scrubs here. Actually, those guys are not scrubs, those are merchants. No way. Deco nuts, should I buy those? Let's see if it fixes it. Does it fix it? Yeah, nice, okay. I like how he leaves some rupees behind sometimes. That's nice. Can I shortcut this? Let's see. I don't want to go all the way around again. We want to perform something that's called... it's not called a bomb jump. What is it called again? Like something jump. Like, what is it called again? Like neutral jump or so. Like, anyways, we want to use a bomb for that. We want to target, we want to hold out the bomb, we want to drop it with shield targeting, and we basically want to keep the shield up. We want to roll into the bomb without it saying grab on the A button. And we want to mash A, and if Link no longer like moves after that, we did it right, and we want to wait until the bomb explodes. Which looks like this, bomb... And Link does not move anymore, you can see that, and now we have the, like, bomb... I'm just calling it bomb jump right now. But now we have the bomb jump glitch active right now. And what we can do now, if we target now and perform a backflip, Link performs a jump. Link can actually jump in this game, which is very funny. Like, this is definitely one of those glitches that I find fascinating because it, like, enables, like, an entirely different, like, kind of movement, kind of. That you can just suddenly jump, and Link can intake this stuff things still. That's pretty funny. He can hold onto ledges and stuff. But this is still too high to bet, so we need to go all the way around again. Yeah, that will become much more important for different cases. Could also perform mega backflips now and a lot of cool stuff that is enabled by explosives. Super sliding, we can super slide now. We can Hess now, even though I'm not able to do so, because that's still a little bit out of my league. But with my ESS adapter I recently got, that should be something I should look into, I think. Because Hessing is cool, Hessing is very cool. Especially if it's done proficiently. I was so fast I did shoot another seed, wow. But yeah, Hessing is great. But I'm not actually not too sure how hard it is to master. I never really performed it because that's virtually impossible without ESS adapter on VC. I mean, it is possible, but it's just very, very hard. Also another Mysterium coming up. L is real, guys. L is real. Yeah, okay. I think that's just a shortcut. Giant dead Dodongo. When it sees red, yeah, okay. Is that really supposed to be a giant dead Dodongo? I think it is. I think it might actually be. Long. Like, we're almost close to finishing this dungeon. We need to activate the eyes of the Dodongo now. One good way to... like, I like to throw them. And one good way to orientate yourself when you want to throw them is by looking at this, like, highest point of the bridge here. You want to throw from, like, over here. Just like that, and now it is perfectly fit in the eye socket there, and it activates the eye. Like, another method would be to get close to this and just drop it like this. And that should also do the trick. Oh yeah, that opens the last part of the dungeon here. Which is not too much anymore. Also, by the way, fire keys are attacking us. If you catch fire, you can actually extinguish the fire by doing various things. You can roll, you can, I think, also swing your sword. If you don't do that, you, I think, take additional damage, even though... yeah, I think that's the case if you don't have like Goron Tunic equipped. But if you have Goron Tunic equipped, that's negated, I think. That's why I never see it, I never recall it. Because I like my red tunic. I get the feeling there's a Sculptor here, but I think that's a Mysterian. What's up with Mysterian right now? I like that word for whatever reason right now. But also I want to say mystery, not Mysterion. Mysterion is like Kenny's like superhero identity, like Batman parody. Oh, that guy's the real deal now. Do I need to defeat this guy? No. Okay, he can just go the entire time. Maybe this is a spot? Nah. Ground jump. It's called ground jump. The thing with the bomb which I just showed you. It's called a ground jump. Because it is a jump you perform on the ground, which is unusual for this game. There's a ferry here just for emergencies, but not really needed. Nice, more bombs, always welcome. And it's almost boss time, guys. If you think Gauma was a letdown, then KD, King Dodongo, is an even greater letdown. The KD is probably the easiest boss in the entire game. Did you see that I took another quarter heart of damage and another one? And another one. Yeah, you take a lot of damage if you don't extinguish the fire, huh? That can be kind of dangerous. Sorry, had to sneeze. Happens from time to time. But yeah, let's embrace the awesome spectacle that is King Dodongo, which is not a spectacle at all. We do get some more bombs for the boss fight. You cannot run out of bombs here because you get also bomb flowers here. I think we want sticks, we want our Deku shield, that's better for this fight. We want to store a jump slash with the Deku sticky because that deals maximum damage. The highest damage you can deal with young Link. And you want to use crouch steps to damage King Dodongo. Look at him. Infernal Dinosaur King Dodongo. I like how every boss has like 3 titles as like pre-title before their name, but King Dodongo only has 2 because the King of King Dodongo is basically part of that title. That's pretty nice. Okay, we want to do the entire good thing with Dodongo Dislike Smoke. We want to like feed him a bomb when he opens his mouth, and then we want to attack him. And that's the entire strategy. We do that 2 times and we are done. What does Navi say about this guy? This is a huge Dodongo that eats anything. Give it a shock and finish it. Give it a shock and finish it off with your sword. What? Okay. And there we go. Yeah, pretty unimpressive boss fight. Like I said, probably the easiest fight in the entire game. I should at least have showed off what he is capable of. Like, he can do this amazing, cool fire breath attack, but that's where it ends. It cannot even hit you if you stay on the edges of the arena. But yeah, I wanted to make it quick so that it doesn't get even more embarrassing for him. Look at this guy. Okay, yeah, let's leave. Let's see another, let's witness another amazing cutscene in this game. Also, it's daytime. I think it always becomes daytime by default once you finish Dodongo's Cavern. Happy Darunia. It's me, Darunia. Well done. Poof, poof. This is always great. Okay, now they can finally eat again. They have something to feed on again. I mean, they eat stone. Could they just not eat, like, the mountain? No, they're actually picky eaters. That's the thing with the Gorons. They could have enough food, but nope. They decide to be quite the gourmets. Kid, I like you. And we get the Spiritual Stone of Fire, which is the Goron's Ruby. And this time we did not say rupee, haha. For whatever reason, in the German translation it became an opal, which doesn't make much sense if you have a sapphire and a emerald, in my opinion. But then again, who's to say that it always has to be a ruby, sapphire, emerald? Like, not everything is dictated by Pokemon, and especially not at the time when the games didn't even release. He also advises us to visit the Great Fairy on top of Death Mountain. She will power us up. But first off, it's hugging time. Interesting. No, that's also a lie randomizer tells me. When you do the randomizer and finish Dodongo's Cavern, you start at the like entrance where you enter from Kokiri, from Kakariko. But not here. Haha, okay. What is it I'd like to do? I think I want to go for the ferry first. There's a lot of stuff I can do. I can also get a bomb big upgrade. Yeah, bombs do enable us to do a lot. Careful. 50 rupees. I'm running out of wallet space. Navi, what do you want? Ocarina said that the ferry lives on top of Death Mountain, didn't he? Yeah, and what of it? Navi just refuses to think on her own. Okay, there's stuff we can do here, because we have bombs now. This will be a little bit bomb expensive, but we don't really mind. We will get a bomb big upgrade anyways in the next couple of minutes, which will restore all of our bombs. So better use them now, since you don't waste any. Okay, and over here. This spot is very important to visit as Child Link because there's also a golden sculpture here that only appears here as Child. And a lot of wasted money, but I don't really need money. Also, that's one of those dangerous sculptures that can like just jump at you and kill you. If you're not careful, if you're not prepared. Can I blow up those two as well? Okay, the other one is very sturdy, I see. Okay, I think we also have good timing. What is he called? I think he's called Hot Rod Goron or so. You want to stop him while he is inside the tunnel here. If you don't do that, he does not like give you the reward. Which is strange, but that's how it is. Am I just viewing his butthole? That's not nice. But yeah, nice. You got the big bomb back. That's also one of those eternal mysteries of this game. Like you need to stop him here, and like sometimes people claim I cannot get the biggest bomb back. It's all a lie, and how do I get it? But in fact, you have to stop him while he is like passing through the tunnel, which is odd for sure, but that's just how it is. You can also do this, even though never mind. Let's just do it right now. Okay, we have Medigoron here. I think it's going to take a while. If you can wait 5 or 6 years, it should be ready, okay? How about 7? Okay, here's something in the far future, which doesn't really concern us right now. What concerns us more is this spot here. Okay, I did already mention it, I think last episode, but I'm not sure how much this pot was tweaked in a randomizer. The way I understand it, how this works is, you need to throw a bomb into this thing, and the face, you want to end on, not on that face, not on the next face, you want to end on the, like, kind of, like, weird stone face there. You want to end on that phase, and I think what you need to do in order to do so is you need to make the bomb explode while the phase is facing this way, like where I'm standing right now. Like, if the bomb explodes now, it would like end on that phase. Let's see if it works. I just need to make sure that I get the right timing here. That didn't even hit. Would have been good if it hit, but nope. That's not it. That will land on the angry phase. Let's see if it works. That's a bad timing right now. That's not the right phase. That will land on the upset phase. Let's see. If it does not, then it's definitely random. Then that's something the randomizer changes. No, but that's actually the case. Okay. Good thing that I finally understood how this pot works. It's not random. You can influence it. But you also need to hit. That did not hit. Oh, come on. Dude, my aim is pretty bad right now. Okay, that should do it. Yeah, maybe a little bit too late. Come on. Yeah, nice, okay. Easy. And that will award us a piece of heart. Nice. Even though it's a rupee right now, a red rupee. Nice. Oh, that was also another complete heart. Nice. Let's spend some money, to be honest. Here, yeah, 10 pieces. This guy is also the only Goron who later on never gets abducted. That's pretty funny. The guy's just chilling there like for his entire life and nothing happens to him. Like every Goron gets like taken by Gendorf and is supposed to end as like dragon food, but that Goron just nah. Not today, dude. That's kind of funny. Okay, I think we're done here for Goron City right now. I think we completed everything I wanted to do here. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Let's try to ascend to Death Mountain then. I should roll more often. Like when I play more slowly, I do not roll as often. That's something I always have noticed. Because to be honest, like normal walking doesn't really feel particularly slow, at least to me. That's something that's pretty good actually. If your main method of moving does not really feel like a slug. Look at this, I immediately get my money back here. By the way, one technique I'm always using is shield dropping. If you carry something and use your shield, it will just instantly drop at the spot where Link is. Like, if I do this, it will instantly drop, like, where Link is. It's pretty nice. Also very handy. We have a cow here, we can get milk from that cow, but we don't have a Pona song. So it's pretty much nothing we will ever do. Okay, what we don't want to do here, we will get, like, yeah, kind of attacked by falling, like, lava stones here, falling rocks. And we can move backwards here, because then we are fast enough to avoid all the, like, stones here. The idea is that you equip the Hylian shield and you can just duck and protect yourself that way. But for my intents and purposes, that's kind of unnecessary. I like my Deku shield better anyways. Okay, listen to the spider, careful. And that's what I meant, you need to wait until like it's no longer blue and then you can just climb up here and that's it. Cool, let's enter Death Mountain Crater. In order to get a Skull Teller that is exclusively here during childhood era. I think the camera movements here are also dependent on where you enter the area. Like if you enter from Darunia's chamber, like this camera movement would be different. A gold Skull Teller. Let's do some more stuff here while we're at it. You can see we have a timer here, it's awfully hot here. If we stay here too long, we will burn to a crispy, nice Link. Who isn't much alive anymore though. So that's something we can redo. Nice, more bombs. Yeah, there's something I want to show you, something I also didn't know for the longest time. There's indeed a Deku Scrub merchant here. If you move over here where the Gossip Stone during adulthood is. That's also something I learned through randomizers. Actually, where's that guy? Huh? Wait a second, isn't there supposed to be like a Deku merchant here? Or am I imagining things? I was convinced there was a Deku merchant there. Huh. But only during Child Era. Maybe elsewhere, that could also be it. Let's quickly grab this piece of heart. Normally I would throw myself into the lava so that I respawn a little bit faster and where I want to be, but let's not make a Link suffer. I think that's also fine. I want to find where there must be a merchant here. I have an idea where it might be other than that location. Is it down here? Yeah, there he is. Like this random guy here. What is he doing here? What is he even selling me? You sell me bombs. What are you even doing here? You should burn. You're out of wood. You're made out of wood. Did I just buy it for... Did I just like buy one bomb for 40 rupees or so? Oops. Okay, let's just leave this place. I wanted to show you that guy because that guy is probably one of those Deku merchants you miss in a randomizer if you have Scrub Shuffle enabled. But yeah, nice. Let's go and visit the ferry finally. Once again, I don't have a quick shortcut to Ocarina. I always have my finger ready at like D-pad down, but not in the base game. Also, be prepared for the fairies of this game. Oh, guys. Oh, dude. Yeah, Link surely is. Whoa. Whoa, what are you? Receive it now, okay? This is still one of the weirdest fairy designs in all of Zelda. And I'm speaking about a video game series here that has the Wind Waker fairies, who also are very weird with their 4 arms. You mastered the secret sword technique of the spin attack. Nice. Hold B to charge your weapon, release B to unleash a wave of energy with your spin. If you want to release energy without charging your weapon, just rotate that once and press B for a very effective quick spin. Pay attention to your green magic meter. Oh yeah, we also get magic, by the way. Hey boy, you're a messenger of the royal family, aren't you? Like how she just refers to like her friend as like neighborhood and stuff. That's pretty good. I also like that, like, specifically those fairies do appear again in Hyrule Warriors. That's a great pick. Just because they are so awkward. We can quick spin. We can, like, perform, like, the spin attack now, which is, like, the one with the blue swirl here. If we do perform a quick spin now. Previously, if we performed a quick spin, it would have looked like this. Wait a second. Nah. Like this. For just this, spin attack without the charge here. And we can also charge it by just pressing B, then we can get the red one here and make a big spin, which is pretty nice. All of those things have uses, especially the blue quick spin attack is very good. One thing to notice is, like when we do it like this, we consume magic. But if you do a quick spin, it never consumes magic. That's pretty nice and very important to notice. Okay, now we talk to our friend the owl again. Hoot hoot, the owl will actually be useful for once and take us back to Kakariko. We also get this very nice camera view here of the mountains, and this guy's just stuck in one place. Nice. Not sure why the owl decides to do some extra rounds, but maybe that's part of the service, who knows. And she drops us, not she, he drops us over here. I'm fairly certain if I turn it nighttime now, there would not be anything of importance here. By the way, another way to reach this piece of heart down here. But yeah, cool. Okay. Do I have 20 Skulltula tokens? I have, indeed. Let's go grab some items. We do get the Rumble Pack now, right? The curse has been broken. Thank you. Here's a reward for you. Oh yeah, baby. Stone of Agony. If you equip a Rumble Pack, it will react to nearby secrets. Cool. I'm fairly certain that the base game does not have this feature where the stone is depicted in the lower right left corner where the rupee count is. Nope. Because normally what happens now, if you have the Rumble Pack on N64, you insert that into the N64 controller. And if you are near something that is like a secret, the controller will vibrate. For instance here, it would vibrate here, because there's something hidden here. Luckily I should know all the spots without having to rely on the Stone of Agony. So that shouldn't be an issue. More readits. Actually, wait a second, I can just do this. That was bad. There we go, don't need to tinker around with broken stick here. This is a giant waste of money right now, but... Oh yeah, we also get magic here. You got a magic jar, magic meter is filled. Yeah, giant waste of money here because those are 200 rupees. Only 40 of which we take with us. How does the wallet work, by the way? Like, if you have like 1 rupee that is worth 200, why can you not carry like 200 of those? Like, what's the idea behind that? Maybe it's actually pretty big and it only fits so many, but what? Doesn't really quite make sense. Also, by the way, you noticed that by this point I completely gave up on the idea of like scanning all enemies and talking to all NPCs and visiting everything because, to be honest, that's just absolutely boring. It doesn't fulfill any kind of purpose, if you ask me. Goodbye. Also, guys, prepare for the one thing everyone is always like amazed about. Why CCT? Yes, you can. Cool, yeah, we got that Skulltula, very nice. Also, yes, you just can climb that wall. You just can climb it. Any more stuff to do right now? Theoretically, yes, I could go for more stuff here with bombs and stuff, but to be honest, nah, not right now. Let's see if I can pull off something else. I would like to end my recording session right now, but I would not like to use save and quit and end up in Cookie Forest again. Let's see if it works. First off, we want to get ISG. Like that. Now don't talk to the sign, please. Okay, now I need to find the next best Coco. Carefully approach it. And that's already a big mistake. Oops. Coco Revenge Squad, let's get out of here. Ouch. Okay, master of dodging, thank you. Let's give it one more shot, ignore the music for now. I want to try to get into the bottom of the well. Because once I'm inside the bottom of the well, I can just save and quit there and I will spawn in the bottom of the well again. Dude, don't block my view. Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, okay, now I want to backflip into the bottom of the well, I think. I'm not sure how that is possible again. I can't move off of that. I just stand here as close as possible and then just not side flip. That didn't work. How do you do that again? Yeah, I chose a very awkward escape route, but I think it's actually kind of fine. How I dodge all of them, nice. Okay, let's not try to get into the bottom of the well. Maybe, like, how do you do that again? Also, does have nothing to do with the sign here. Maybe it has something to do with the sign. Maybe I want to place one. No, that doesn't work. Wait a second. If I place you here or so? No, I cannot read the sign, that's the thing. Dude, how do you do that again? I thought you just had to, like, backflip into bottom of the well here. Yeah, that works, but why did it not? Huh, interesting. I'm gonna give it one more shot. Now don't talk to me. Careful, and someone repaired the. Oh, careful! Someone repaired the sign here. Careful. Okay. Dude, what now? Huh? Why did you do the cuckoo now? What? Okay, the idea is that I backflip into the well be... Dude, the idea is that I backflip into the well while I keep holding that Coco while I have ISG. And that way, if I perform a backflip, I will trigger the cutscene that triggers the Coco Revenge Squad, and during that cutscene, kind of like the Navi dive, I will just fall to the bottom of the well, and I can swim into the dungeon, and that would like save me from basically going back to Kokiri Forest when I do save and quit now, which I will do now. So yeah, next time we will probably start in Kokiri Forest again, and then we will go and see that we retrieve the last spiritual stone, which is the one that is kept by the Soros. So looking forward to that. Oh guys, Navi's intruding with my thoughts here. Maybe I have a chance now if I... Now, wait a second. Navi, stay with me. There we go, nice. Navi, good timing for once. Now I just need to enter the bottom of the well and I should be fine. Would you look at this? Nice. Cool. Easy peasy. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Until then, take care and goodbye.